Wow, Shirley, that's very, very telling, Shirley. That's the appreciation we have for you in this room here. I've got chills down my back. And a little story of myself. My mother-in-law, my mother actually was in a home, and I'll never forget the pictures that were sent to me. She was in a wheelchair. She was a little bit ornery, and she fell right out of her wheelchair onto her face, and I couldn't even recognize her when they sent me pictures, and I was not happy. My mother-in-law, a lot of my plans changed by virtue of owning the winery. My wife had quit her job last June to come and work with me in the winery. In June, I went to Sudbury, moved her to a home, and then mid-October, she wants to move to Ottawa, where I always promised if she wanted to come and live with us, she could. She was paying $3,600 a month to stay there, and she was a smoker, and they would lock the doors at 8:30, and she would tell me the stories about these seniors having headaches at 10:30 by virtue of being not being able to go out to have a cigarette. So, long story short, she just didn't like it, so we moved her, and I would do that over and over again. She's not imposing whatsoever. A little bit of change in our lives, but I would do that nonetheless. Thank you, Shirley, for what you do. Do not ever give up that fight. And hold Mr. Watson and the politicians and everybody that acquiesces on the subject accountable. Anyway, does anybody have any questions for Shirley? Go ahead.
Have the police investigated this? Has anybody complained to the police?
Very little as far as I know. The only one that I do know is the Nesrelay trips. They've been on W5, they've been across Canada, they've been to the USA doing talk shows down there, and they have a big lawsuit out. The other one from Villa with the infections and the maggots, they have a big lawsuit out.
Maybe a strategy is to write to your councillor and your MPP and file a police report.
If the Wettlaufer case, when it is concluded, if the Wettlaufer case does not go to a full provincial inquiry, and there are not charges on the conduct of these nurses, and they're even simple reporting when they have employment issues, this woman went for 4 different retirement homes.
Yes.
100.
Nothing on her record, and the union covered everything, and she was basically allowed to.
Elizabeth met for her.
And they only caught her at the end after the 8th person died.
178 different complaints about this.
Absolutely.
178.
And the union covered her the whole way, and there was nothing put on her contract, so she went to the next retirement home
Without any recommendation after she was hired.
You know another thing.
I'm thinking about getting active. I'm thinking about getting constructive. And we're all angry, as everybody should be angry.
Yes.
But let's do something that changes
If
that.
Wettlaufer-
And why don't we write instead to the commissioner of the OPP, because it is provincially wide. Why don't we write to Chuck Thornlow, you're also a city police, why don't we make them?
City police.
Why do we have to do that when if I say something that's hate speech, they're all over my ass, and yet they're feeding they're hurting our seniors, etc.? Why are they not being proactive and saying this is a major concern? Yeah.
Pressure on from the top.
Yeah.
The proverbial has to run down.
Yeah.
This
We have
is-
a record of emergency at that point.
This in Ontario is strictly a provincial matter. I went to the Premier of Ontario. You can watch my YouTube, and I creamed her. I really creamed her. She didn't know, as David Reebley said, that she was hitting a firecracker from Mechanicsville. I stopped her in her tracks.
The issue is reporting standards,
But
misconduct, reporting, records, decertification of public. There is
No,
no
please.
central registry for public healthcare workers when they when they have complaints against.
she murdered 8 people in Stockwell and moved over and attempted 6 more.
No stand.
Attempted murder.
What's wrong with that?
No reporting
Yes, go ahead.
standards at all.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I didn't understand. If you say it's a provincial matter, now I'm not being a smartass, I really don't understand, then why are we mad at Jim Watson? I don't understand.
Because 4 in the city are run by him.
Oh, run by the city.
4 in the city are run out of the 26, and 4 out of the top 10 Well, I'd rather not.
No, we want to know.
West End Villa, extended care, West End Villa, the one on Carling, Beacon Hill Lodge, and Peter C. Clark off of,
And Gary Armstrong.
four of them. The city should not be in the long-term care business. We have proven over and over
Yeah.
that we fail miserably in the healthcare of our seniors when put under the auspices of UP 503 employees because the union protects them all the way to the bank and nothing
Would you like that
happens.
to be your
It's terrible. Anyway, do you know, Guy, you're in the trucking business as well. Do you know if we're not allowed to give bad references for drivers? Although I got news, no, if somebody...
Yeah, CDOR first.
Yeah, we're not allowed, if somebody, we fired somebody for a cause, if you called, we could be in trouble for giving him a bad recommendation. I'm the first one to take that call and come and get me, because I got news for you. If you were a thief, if you were anything untowards, a bad driver, etc., I'm gonna rat you out, I don't care. I challenge a government official to come and sanction me, I'll kick him out of my office, like I have in the past. Anyway, Shirley, thank you very much. That was awesome. Our next speaker.